Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Ready.
Now Martin, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Wait. Here we go.
4 down. Check.
Hurry, quick.
Rush it.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charles, these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last year, Dirk Cutter's first year, finishing 9-7. Now, that was their first winning season since 2010, but still not enough to get them in the playoffs. They've missed those 9 straight seasons. And, in fact, their last playoff win, gosh, that was way back in Super Bowl 37.
But for Buccaneer fans and the team, optimism is really high.
Yeah.
They felt like they played well down the stretch. They felt like they can play against some of the big boys in the league now. Defensively, they've got to get better and continue to do so. I like the pick of Justin Evans, the safety out of Texas A&M. He brings a hitter's mentality to that part of the field, and then you flip it over to offense. It's one thing to say that you believe in Jameis Winston. It was another thing to show him by giving him O.J. Howard, a tight end out of Alabama, and Chris Godwin, a wide receiver out of Penn State in the first 3 rounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston.
Check. 4 down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Ready. Blue way.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. Give him 30 yards there.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
Yeah, went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Ready. Blue ready. Sonny.
Four down.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go.
Hey,
Go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
let's get it. Double tight.
Here we go.
Three down.
Play.
Off play action, Tannehill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson, the man in motion left. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here you go. Right here.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
8 yards to go here on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey.
Yo.
4 down.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner. I see William Golston is 6'6", 280. That frame reminds me of an elite pass rusher, but the best part of his game, actually, is run defense.
And that's what led them to signing him to a 5-year, $27.5 million contract back in March.
Double tight.
Hurry. Play.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Let's go.
4 down.
Run.
Check three.
Run.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Yeah, that's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks. Watch 10.
Here you go.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this, they'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Silver.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
Come on, run! Bring him in! Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Boom!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
There you go. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Go.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Drake. He's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Here we go.
Play action. It's Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Easy. Watch the ship.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Here's Tannehill on the left side. This is Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here we go. Hey.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Left. Wide. Get wide.
Right back to Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Tannehill. They find some open field here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Red zone opportunity.
Two times. Here we go. Ooh, four down. Chase, hurry. Here you go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Here we go.
On the toss play, this is Drake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Four down.
Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
first down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Double tight, double tight. We got 4. Ready. 125.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They go play action. Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A good pickup there at 22.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Let's go now.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Winston. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Counter play, Drake. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Run.
A pitch out to Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Strong right. Strong right.
They start the drive with Martin. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Sonic! Ready!
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They set up the screen to Martin, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check hot route. Hot. Flip it, back.
Off the play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
22, eyes on 22. Ready, easy. Single receiver.
Again, it's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Miami, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
All right, man, eyes up. Eyes up. Take a look what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? The offense hasn't seen this all season, and we're gonna get at them. Execute your assignments, and it'll be a party in the end zone. All right, let's get it.
Ready! Blue 80! Ready! Blue 80! Ready! Blue 80! Ready! Blue 80! Ready! White 25!
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Ready! Blue 80! Let's go now. Blue 80! Ready! White 25! Ready! Blue 80! Ready! Blue 80! Ready! Blue 80! now. White 20.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
Ready. Blue 80. Ready. Blue 80. Ready. White 25. Ready. Blue 80. 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 Ready. Blue 80.
Hey, man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.